how y'all doing? What's going on? Welcome to the Messy Sweet Spot. I'm not feeling well. I told y'all a couple of days ago. I said I feel like something is coming over me. I can barely talk. I'm struggling like it is. I took some medicine earlier. I'm very sleepy. Man, when I tell y'all I was about to fall asleep on this thing, okay? I want to go to bed so bad, but I'm here, okay? I'm here. So if you guys can hear me good, can you please press some three? Girl, scared the heck out of me. I woke up and I started talking, girl. Sound like Barry White in this thing. I said, oh, hell no. How I'm going to get on the mic and sound like Barry White, okay? Shit. I'm trying to get away from them allegations. I'm trying to get away from I used to be a man allegations and shit. Okay, getting up sound like a nigga. Okay, I guess it's a mucus. How the hell did I get all this mucus in my throat or whatever? I haven't been doing nothing. I don't know. Maybe it's the allergies or something, but something is going on. I did give me some Mucinex, and that shit ain't working strong enough for me. Okay. But honey, we are here and we got to talk about this stuff out here. Just to give you an update what's going on. Kel, you guys know Kel from Nickelodeon, Keenan and Kel. He is opening up about his ex-wife. And we've seen his ex-wife before. She came out, I believe she did a Tasha K interview, and she revealed that he and Nick Cannon had something going on, that he was in a cheerleading outfit, or Nick Cannon was on a cheerleading outfit doing some freaky, kinky shit. Okay, so she really kicked it off. She really started all this exposing and talking about their business. His ass just finished it. So he reveals that she has been cheating on him this whole marriage, and she not only have one but three different baby daddies that she got pregnant by. What in the world? She don't care about who she's sleeping with. She cheated. That's horrible. But what about her health? She just lining these men up. Okay. And now they got the daughter. She chiming in. They said, get you some raw honey. I'm gonna give me some something because when I tell you I'm about to fall asleep, my energy low, I'm irritated, and I'm feeling out of it, feeling loopy. But what I was saying, yeah. So the daughter, she's speaking out now, she's getting involved, and it's getting really nasty and muddy out here in these streets. Okay. So I'm gonna play the whole little clip of him and then her. Also, Cardi B, she's coming out talking about some political mess. Sidney Starr is doing OnlyFans with Eddie from the Family Matters. Man, oh man, I guess why he not working with Tyler Perry? Tyler Perry give you some movies, but I guess he want to do OnlyFans with Sidney Starr. Oh my goodness, how the star has fallen. Finesse2Tyme, honey, people talking about him. He had his little godson in the room with a whole bunch of women talking about some freaky shit. Okay, it was very inappropriate, but shit, these niggas don't give a damn. They don't care. Meek Mill's running his mouth. Faith Evans was on stage and it was so embarrassing. She cannot sing. People say this the drugs. Okay, so without further ado, I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna click it so you guys can see it. Can y'all please get these likes up? Y'all know I can't scream today because my voice is gone. Can y'all please get these likes up? Okay. All right. So check this out. Here we go.
He ended up telling me that the baby that was aborted wasn't mine. You are immediately married within a lie already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So the marriage was never the same after that, was it?
No, it was. This is at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? This is right at the beginning. And so within that process,
she probably should have kept that to herself.
And well, I'm glad she didn't. And
so within that process, in the comment section said, it's traumatizing being with a gay man. Well, why did she stay with that goddamn gay man? If you know your man is gay, you stand in that goddamn marriage with his ass, then shit, that's on you. You have the right to move on, but to get involved with other men and just be, I just say divorce, break it all up, go your separate ways. All this hitting below the belt and you hurt them and now you want to hurt back. I don't think it's the way to go. And I think that y'all are going to pay for it one way or another. It's not going to end in your favor.
With that being known, it was just like, yo, with even in being, you know, the pregnancy, she almost died within the pregnancy. So that was a hard time too.
Right.
It was a lot, you know, it was other times. She had gotten pregnant, other things, and it just got to a point.
She had gotten pregnant again?
Yeah.
While y'all were together?
Yeah.
And it wasn't you?
No, with me.
Oh, come on, Kel.
It wasn't me. It wasn't.
And you stuck around?
Yeah, I stuck around. But here's the thing. These were things that were.
Can y'all please stop sticking around? Can y'all normalize leave when somebody cheat on you or do you wrong? Okay, leave. He should have left that ass. Okay, the first time she cheated, but I guess he stayed in. People are saying it's because he really got a thing for men. Do we know that for sure? We don't know. The wife said that he's gay. That's all we know of. She said she caught him and Nick Cannon up in dresses, you know. So it is what it is. Did she lay down with that man after she caught him with Nick Cannon? Did she have sex with that man after she caught him with Nick Cannon? That's all I want to know. Shit. And if she did slept with that man after she caught him with another man, then shut the hell up. Ain't shit to talk about, okay? If you still sleeping with that man when you know he with another man, shit. After that, you get what you goddamn deserve. Once you saw him with another man, your ass should have just hit the damn road. Now, if you gonna stay around after you seen your man put some D in his mouth, shit, whatever you get what the fuck you deserve. That's all I gotta say about it. Shit, you seen it there, run for the fucking hills. But your ass want to stay around for whatever reason, girl. Shit, I don't got nothing to do with that. Let's go.
Revealed, you know.
She telling you this.
No.
How do you find this out? I want to know how you found this out. You read a letter. You got to it through the phone.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So how that one went? There was a thing where we weren't having sex anymore. And we weren't doing anything anymore. Because
you weren't having sex. Clearly, she was.
Yeah, it's just because of I knew what was going on.
Right.
And I was like, yo, what is even happening? You're not coming home. You're not doing all these different things.
And y'all married, she not coming home.
Yeah. But then this was, you know, back then.
Yeah.
We praying for her now. It's all good.
Yeah.
But this is what the process of what I was going through.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And so now as this is going on, there was a time get some more soda.
Now I need something stronger than soda, Kel. You telling me that right here.
Go ahead, brother.
I mean, you have.
Okay, Naomi said, why didn't he leave, Gigi? He didn't leave because, shit, maybe she was a beard. Hell, he benefited from her being around, and she is the kid's mom, and he ain't got to watch them kids like that. He can depend on him, so he benefit. But at the end of the day, if you have a problem with your man being gay, then that's your problem. He don't got a problem with him being gay. You got a problem with his ass being bisexual, gay, whatever. So if that's your problem, then your ass need to leave. Simple as that. And if you don't see it as a problem, then it is what it is. Now, just like him. Now, after she done cheated with your ass and had another man up in her, you should have left her ass. You should divorce him, but he decided to stay. So to me, they both get what they goddamn deserve. You seen the signs. Ain't nobody tricking nobody because y'all know what it is, but y'all still steady shacking up together for whatever reason.
You aborted that, but that wasn't yours. She told you. You didn't know you had one of your own, and she.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Dee said, why is he being so messy? I think it started with her. Now, the first time I've known anything is when she went on Tasha K show a while ago. So he wasn't doing interviews. She went on Tasha K exposing their marriage, telling us about their business we ain't had nothing to know about. And I guess he feels like he have to clear the air because his name is out here and he want to tell his side. Shit, everybody get to tell a side. Hell, when you open up that door.
There was a situation where there was a guy, you know, and I had a feeling, you know what I mean, that she was
Did you know him?
Talking to somebody. It was one of her friends that used to come over, right?
Damn. Alan said because they're married, and he stayed. He's a father by law. Oh, hell no. Hell no. You better divorce quick, niggas. Y'all better don't be letting these girls up here trick y'all into being with and having all these goddamn kids. You're gonna have to pay child support for. I mean, if you do, that's on you. C. Allen, come up here, girl. How you? Oh shit, I ain't put the link up. I miss my C. Allen. And C. Allen, you know I need you. Cause my voice is about to burn out, C. Allen. And C. Allen be knowing. She talking about I love me some C. Allen. What chat link? I'm gonna bring C. Allen up in here. Okay. All right. So I'm putting the pin up. Let me post it. Can we please get more likes up in here? I'm begging for likes. Well, I'm not feeling well. I'm still begging for likes. All right. Thank you, Lisa Wilson, girl. Thank you so much. Okay. C. Allen, come on up here since you know so much. All right. C. Allen, thank you for save the bell.
Hey Gigi, how are you?
Girl, what's going on? Now, what you were saying in the comments? I ain't doing too well, clearly, but go ahead.
Well, I mean, I don't know why he told all this stuff about pretty much being a sucker. But by law, they were already married and he decided to stay. And he didn't bring it up like, oh, this child was outside of the marriage. He is still financially responsible for these children, and by law he is named the father on their birth certificate. So him telling all of this, I don't know what he's gaining, because he's actually losing still. So he really played himself. Me personally, I do think that he has, a little lemon zest in him, and that's okay. But do not try to expose your wife at the expense of you not trying to expose yourself.
Okay, I mean, him being gay or bisexual, you don't have to take somebody cheating on you with different random men. Shit, you can
Correct. I mean, honestly, you don't have to take anything. It's 2024 at that, but nobody cares. I mean, it's Kel. Honestly, him having a wife is more of a shock to me than him being gay. Like, I never saw him as, that type. Him nor Ken.
So why does she stay if she's out here being with all these different men and getting pregnant? She don't care about her body?
I wouldn't even say she don't care about her body, but she care more about being in the Hollywood mix. And
but
that's
you
what a
can
lot of
still
these
be in a
relationships come
Hollywood
to.
mix, but being pregnant by multiple men, they don't got shit to do with Hollywood.
I mean, if you ain't getting it at home, she still got her
If
own
you ain't
needs.
getting it at home, it's one thing called protection and keeping yourself safe now. Come on. You can still have sex and be protected and not be busting up
Absolutely.
babies and abortions. Now that's just irresponsible. I don't got shit to do with Hollywood.
That's very true.
If
How
she
she
was
had,
real
but
smart and wanted to be in Hollywood, she wouldn't be letting all these losers bust up in her, and she would try to monkey branch and get to a better suitor. Okay, that's what she should have did if she's so Hollywood. But the shit she did to me was just dumb as hell.
very much so. I mean, but look who her husband is. Look who she chose to be her husband for the industry image. They're both playing each other for image. And we don't know her backstory. I mean, she's doing what broke girls do every day.
Well,
Multiple
she
baby
doing what
daddies,
broke
busting it
girls
wide
do every
open.
day. She doing what hood rats do, but broke girls that want to come up, they not gonna move like this. This was just dumb.
Okay, well, yeah, let me say hood rats because everybody's situation is different.
Because you got some broke girls that want to come up and they moving smart. They not moving dumb.
Yeah, let me say, I like the word hood rats who just don't care, bust it wide open. They will have 4 kids and 10 baby daddies because they got 2 baby daddies for each child. Go with daddy such and such. Go with this dad. You right.
So I want to read here the audience on the neighborhood talk and how people are taking this interview by him exposing his ex-wife got pregnant by multiple men in their marriage. They say she about to leave all his business in the street by Friday. Getting pregnant by multiple men while married is very unhinged. Like you already cheated, but you're getting treated like a twinkle. Bless his soul. Now, do you think it's a conversation that women nowadays cheat just as much as men?
I think so. I mean, that's something not just nowadays. Nowadays, it's just more exposure because these girls have a. They feel like they can do what a man do. They like why we can't be as free as men. Like they're proving a point to be equal and all that good stuff. But this stuff has been going on for centuries. This is nothing new.
Well, it's new. Well, for me growing up,
Exposure.
for women cheating, that was like women just don't cheat. It was very taboo for a woman to cheat. And if a woman did cheat, her name would be really horrible. Nowadays, things are not the same. It seems like women cheat out here just as much as the men.
Yeah, I mean, it's the exposure. Like you said, back in the day, it would be like the worst thing ever for a woman cheat, but that doesn't mean she did. That just means she was very discreet with her cheating.
Yeah, but it's the reputation is everything. If people believed and perceived the women not to ever be cheaters, just because she did, but if you didn't see it and the reputation perceived itself, then that's what people believed.
In the black community, yeah, but you had people like Marilyn Monroe did not care. Like I said, this is
Marilyn Monroe, she was seen as a whore during her time. Marilyn Monroe, she's something like a Cardi B. During our time, Cardi B is seen like a whore. However, would her name still ring once everything is over? Possibly. Even she's married, but she's still as seen as less than. Cardi B is not seen as high standards. And hood rats can be very popularized and they can be very famous. Kim Kardashian, no
yeah.
matter
I would
what she can
compare
do,
her to Kim or anything.
Kim Kardashian is never going to be with the high standard elite, no matter how much popular she is, just because she already have so much stain on her of being a whore. And Marilyn Monroe, during her time, nobody really cared for her. I mean, who would want to be a Marilyn Monroe? She wasn't even being able to do so much because she had to climb the ladder by opening her legs and, acting stupid and acting dumb.
Right.
But people liked her for her look. But when you look at her story, Marilyn Monroe has a sad ass story.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, her upbringing was sad. It was horrible. I would never want to be a Marilyn Monroe. But I know y'all care for her because she was a sex symbol. But shit, it's way more to life than being a sex symbol.
Yeah, and she was doing things like at her leisure, like men would do, and that's why people idolized Marilyn because she was free with her body, similar to how, like I said, men do. But far as this thing with Kel and his wife, we don't know her
But
background.
was she really free with her body? She reminded me of Little Kim. Little Kim was very provocative, but we also know that Little Kim, she was a puppet as well. Men were telling her behind the scenes how nasty to get, but on the outside, it looked like she was doing it herself. When behind the scenes, she actually had men that was being her puppet. So
Mhm.
I'm not sure if I'm convinced of all of Marilyn Monroe. Everything that she put out here was really her doing, or was she just trying to gain? And I think it's different if you're trying to gain power versus this is really who you are.
Right.
Okay, Lady A said, damn, did you wrong? What for Maryland? Shit, I don't got nothing against Maryland. I don't know Maryland from goddamn Lady A, you gonna have to deal with it, honey. Maryland, she's
I
good
just
looking, but that's all shit. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. We just have a conversation. So what else they're saying out here? It says that couch just brings something out of people. They're talking about the club Shay Shay. He
hmm
must be whack in bed. This man lied to distract from the fact that he want to be with another man. It's giving Lavender marriage. All right, so I'm going to continue to play a little bit more.
And I was working a lot. You know what I mean? So it's one of those situations. And so I was dropping off the kids, and didn't go to work, and you know how I go. And so one day I decided where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take the car and just kind of like go searching where she might be, because she ain't come home. And so I got in the whip, went driving around, saw her whip, looked different, and I saw it, and I said at the hotel, I was like, yo, okay, this is a car at the hotel. I go to the lobby, you know what I mean? I go walk into the lobby. Turns out dude just come walking down the lobby about to go to the car, my car, and then she was driving, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, okay, what's up? Take me upstairs. Take me, let's go to the elevator, let's go together. You know what I mean? And he's like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I mean? We go up, we don't need to fight, let's go.
Yeah.
Because I already know what it is.
Right.
So we go up, of course she's surprised, oh, within the room. And, we walk in, I walk in there and I'm just like, hey, okay, so this is what's going on. Okay, cool. You know what I mean? All right, and this is what you're doing? Okay, so, and I walk out, because I'm like, I'm not about to fight over someone that...
she already made a decision.
Yeah, you made your decision.
Yeah.
We done been through it.
Did she like come out and let me explain?
Yeah.
What did that explain? Offer without explanation.
Explain. I'll go to the car. After I went to the car, then there was this, I was like, yo, I need to go back. And I went back because now I was like, well, I felt disrespected, so now I need to go do something. I went back, so then I'm going back up there. Cops came, everybody came up at that point. And I remember this cop told me, he said, hey, yo, I seen this type of woman, this situation. You need to get out of this situation. You know what I mean? You need to get out of this situation. Like, like a goofy, still stayed around. You know what I mean? We said we was trying to make it work for the kids. You know what I mean? Trying to make it work for the kids. But it just wasn't working out. You know what I mean? Trying to make it work. And she ended up getting pregnant by another guy. Now, how that situation happened was that I was at the hospital. She had a sickle cell trait. So she ended up, I'm thinking it's that. We go in there and the doctor comes in and says, yeah, so you lost the baby. And I was just like, hey, yo, what? You lost the baby? And I'm like, oh, I know that's not mine. And so I lost the baby, and and I'm like, okay, so she was pregnant at that time. And this was just like, what was going on? You know what I mean? Within the relationship.
That was rough,
but then it's also doing movies, doing TV shows, doing all these things as this is going on, not really telling anybody.
So it seemed like people have this idea that where your agreement was that you get to live life, people think that she signed up to be his beard. And that is not the case according to him. And people is like, well, if she signed up to you be your beard, and it seemed like people are okay with, women being beards, and they're out there, then you should just be quiet about her cheating with other men because she's your beard.
And that's how I feel, honestly. And like, why come out now? I mean, I just feel like everybody's looking for clout after Cat Williams exposed what he exposed and then did that terrible live show. So I don't know what his point is here on Shannon Sharp's show. I don't know the angle that Kel is looking for. He's not going to get sympathy. He just looked like a simp. That's it. No thief.
Well, I think with women, he's not going to get sympathy, but with guys, they are dogging her out. Black men are dogging her out. So he's getting the audience that he wants, because in the Black community, they all do not agree with each other. So it is divided on this. But with this being said, if she was, or if she did sign up to be his beard, then why is she shocked that he's with another man?
I don't.
So clearly she did not sign up to be the beard. So that was not the agreement.
Like I said, to me, there is no shock factor about this whole thing. I just don't get why he is telling it now. Regardless of them dogging her and all of that, what does he gain? Like, I'm trying to figure out the whole motive behind all of this. You dealt with her. Like, you continue to stay. What do you want to gain from this? And that's what I look at things from. The point of, okay, he know he can get on this platform. He know if he said crazy stuff, it'll give Shannon Sharp enough views, and then people back into Kel life. Because Kel been silent. People don't even care for Keenan because he's not funny at all, not even on SNL. But it's like, okay, let me get people back invested into me. How
Got
can
it.
I do this? Let me
Well,
expose
but
my wife and how simple I am.
besides that point, you're talking from a celebrity perspective. I want to dive into a relationship perspective because I'm sure this happens in different relationships, just not him. So I'm looking at it as a relationship dynamic, not celebrity driven. Because I don't give a damn if it was Kel Mitchell, if it was Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan name on the title. I don't give a damn. However, the relationship still stand that she accused him of being with Nick Cannon. And did she really accuse him of being gay or not? She never comes out and say he's gay. She never comes out and say I saw him having sex with another man. All she says was he was playing dress up with Nick Cannon on the bed, which made her suspect. But yet after that, she still slept with that man.
And other men, yeah.
So it's like that is very risky. Shit. If she's sleeping with this gay man, then she's sleeping with other gay men too. Maybe she like gay men. At the end of the day, who knows? Okay.
She may be bisexual as well.
Shit, she might be. Yeah, she might be. However, it's really messy. It's really messy. And my thing is, if you guys, what is your standard? Do you have a standard where if your mate cheat on you, then it's okay? You forgive your mate for cheating, or do you have a standard where cheating is a no-go? Now, if cheating is a no-go and you find out she cheated, you need to go. I don't give a damn about them kids. I don't give a damn about your feelings. Get out your damn feelings and go. Stick to your standards, your morals. You said part of your morals is no cheating. You would not allow it. You would not condone it under any circumstances. And when she cheated, y'all asked you to go. And if same with her, if you said you don't want to be with no gay man or a man that's suspect or a man that make you think like he might be with another man, then when those ideas come, you need to hit the road. No consideration. Stick to your standards, even if you got kids, and go. And you won't have to deal with shit like this. But y'all want to stick around till it get real nasty and messy, and that's why we are here now. So it seemed like she didn't mind that he was gay or had a thing with other men because she was messing around with other men. Now, for the fact that she cheated, did he mind? He said he did confront her about it, but he still stayed. And some guys are really wimps for women. And it's some women out here that do some of these men wrong, and these men still stay. I don't understand. They need help. Like, love yourself. You don't got to put yourself through that, but some men do. And it looked like he was one of them, and it does not pay. Because look at him. He is looking sad and just crazy. It does not pay. When you stick around after somebody that cheated on you and showed you they don't give a damn about you, it's never going to get better. You keep hoping that it's going to get better. They're going to love you. They're going to see how you forgive. Fuck all that. It ain't gonna get better. Leave, god damn it. Okay, they're gonna keep on seeing you as a coward. They're gonna stay lying on you because that's all they do, lie. They first cheated, they lied, because when y'all got together, the agreement was for them not to cheat or not to do anything sneaky. But once they cheated, they have lied. They have showed themselves. They are not to be trusted. They are a liar. So when they say, I apologize, it was a mistake, I'd never do it again. Why in the hell are you trusting a liar? They are a liar. How many times you got to lie in order to be a liar? How many times you got to be with another man to be gay? How many times you got to kill somebody to be a murderer? God damn it, one time should be enough. But hell, you can't tell y'all nothing because y'all so hard-headed.
And I agree with that. Because he done shown who he is, and you chose to stay. For whatever reason, whether it was whatever arrangement you all had or whatever, you chose to stay in that situation. And I'm talking about both of them because they're trying to expose and exploit each other, but you both stayed when it seemed like you both wanted to walk away. Why? For what reason? What did y'all have to gain in the relationship? Now you putting all this business out. These kids, I don't know how old they are. Now they're hearing that their mother's pretty much a hoe. That's not fair to the kids that you are the father of by law.
Got it. It says you sound a little hurt. You taking out on Kels. To be honest with you, I'm not hurt. And I'm not taking out on Kels. Shit, either way, I feel that, he got cheated on by this girl. She been with different men, and I think that he don't love himself. Why stay in a relationship with a woman that is don't respect you? I mean, in order for her to come out the marriage, that's no respect. She betrayed you time and time again. Not only that, she's doing it unprotected. She's having raw. She could get something and pass something to you. Your health is at risk at this time. What about those men she hooking up with? What if they have mental illness? What if they crazy? What if they possessive and try to take your ass out of here? Like, it is very messy and it's very dangerous. And you continue to bypass it and forgive. And that forgiveness gonna take your ass out of here. And that forgiveness have not helped because look where you are now. So if you think I have a hatred towards Kels, I don't. I just want him to wise up for himself. I want him to protect himself. I want him to do better. That's all. Shit, just want him to do better.
The common sense factor is just not there with him for whatever reason. And that's what makes me think, just how you just said that, that's what truly makes me think, like, okay, this was something deeper than what it was. Because she's saying she saw this. He's saying that, well, yeah, I dealt with this. So to me, it's like, why? Why
Well,
in your relationship would y'all do that?
it's cheaper to keep her. So he was keeping her to avoid child support.
But technically, in his defense on the cheaper to keep her, if you're saying that she had an affair outside the marriage that produced a child, that child would have been the proof that you don't have to keep her, nor the children. That would have been your exit ticket.
Well, somebody said he's a good Christian man. He's supposed to try and work it out. Well, by Christian law, if your wife is doing this cheating, that is grounds for divorce. You can divorce adultery. So, as a Christian, if you say he is, then shit, he should get on out of there because at this point, he's sleeping with the devil. He's sleeping with his enemy. Uh-uh. All right. So this is what she had to say
about me from a long time ago. And it just kind of odd, like how your memory works. Like, do you remember? I don't know. Do you remember your daughter in a car accident? Do you remember your son losing his tooth? Do you remember taking your kids' money? Do you remember being completely... So, Kel, who is this person?
All right. So people are saying, so after catching him with another man, you stayed and had more children, just for clarification, because why would that matter now if it didn't matter when you stayed? Girl, did you get pregnant twice by two different men while married or not? And I don't even think it matters. She was married or not. It's the fact you got all these situations going on. Let's go.
Physically, mentally abusive. Do you remember that you used to beat me and hit me and choke me and strangle me when I would come out the hospital because I have single beta thalassemia disease? Do you remember that? Do you remember that you were addicted to sex? Do you remember that? Do you remember me catching you with a man? Do you remember that? Do you remember you using the money that I created to pay for an entire woman's place? Do you remember that? Do you remember, taking the kids to Chicago and not telling me? Do you remember unilaterally filing for divorce and then moving back in with your mistress? Do you remember that? It's just, your memory is so strange. Like, do you remember that you didn't have any money for physically, mentally?
All right, so it's like this. When she went on Tasha K, she didn't tell horrible shit she did. When he ain't gonna tell horrible shit he did. I mean, that's just how the cookie crumbles. When people do the interviews, most likely they're not gonna put all this shit out. They're gonna put somebody else shit out.
But to what extent?
To whatever extent they can do shit. It ain't no rules no more.
And that's what I'm saying when I was saying earlier about even with women, things are different now than what they were. And when you were saying like, oh, females used to be called this, used to be called that, nowadays, like I said, with the feminists and the Me Too, women feel like they should have the same privileges as men without being criticized for doing what men do. We have needs too. We're women. Blah, 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 blah. We don't need a man. We are better than men. Just the mentality that's out. I'm not saying I agree with it, with all of it. But what I am saying nowadays, it's just going to be a very simple look on Kel's end, because she is a female who done had kids in her marriage by other men, and you are aware of it, regardless of what. And technically, you were the celebrity in all of this. So you got played by somebody that I don't even know the girl's name.
How you not know she was creeping other men? You ain't on her ass like that.
But he said he followed her. So you already had, in order to follow her, you already had your suspicions that she was not being truthful. You just don't up and follow somebody without them doing something to make you want to forget a intuition. Your intuition is based off of something that you see isn't right, and your intuition is telling you, you know, that ain't right, that ain't normal. That's how the gut feelings start. It don't just touch you one day. You notice certain patterns start to change, or certain things start being new. A person, even the way they smile, they walk, their conversation change. And that's when your intuition was like, hold up now. You saw that. That ain't normal. And that's when the whole, I'm going to catch you. So he knew. She did it not one time, but twice while they was married. And now she's trying to put it out there now. Did you say he was with a man or not? Because you're saying he moved in with his mistress, which is a female. You saying you caught him with a man, and then I don't even know why she said you just up and took the kids to Chicago. She should have left that out, because that doesn't mean anything. Even with you having
she just trying to,
trying to throw anything at him. She like, the more I say, it's like dirt is going to stick. That made no sense.
If yeah, because it hurted her. You can tell it hurted her that she went out here with all these men, so she was just trying to find anything to hurt him.
Correct, but that doesn't hurt, because even if they got different daddies and their dads are involved, once again, y'all stay together. He can take them kids any damn well he please, just like you can, because by law they his kids.
And I think also she does have a new man, so maybe she's concerned about that.
Why is she concerned about that? She been had men. Why is she concerned now?
No, but if she got a new man and his family is concerned, so I don't know. You just never know.
Something is off with her. It seemed like she's talking about him, but she was doing the same things. And like you said, no protection, if it is true. Allegedly, with no type of protection for self, not even so much as birth control to avoid, having another child. But my thing is, you don't look too great. No matter how much she put out there, he looked like a simp, and so do you. Because once again, you're with Kel. Nobody knows your name. We know you as Kel's wife. And now we know you as Kel's wife who got 2 kids on him by different men. It's best you be quiet. Unless you got proof to debunk yourself. But don't try to put him no more out there, because we've been watching Kel since the 90s. We been saw him, as man up as he was going to be. Even in the Shannon Sharp video. Yeah, she had the 2 kids on me. Yes, different fathers. Like, come on. We see him. We don't expect him to be, but so much. You're not telling us anything shocking. But the stuff he said about you, now that's shocking. The fact he stayed, that's shocking.
Oh. All right. So here's some more that she was saying.
Studio told you that, basically told everybody that you were dead. And so I had to write a pilot for you. Do you remember that I wanted to be a mathematician, but instead I decided to be in a rap group with you? Do you remember that? Do you remember that when no one else was talking about you, I produced and wrote Kel Videos Live? Do you remember? Do you remember I also wrote and produced Ganked? Do you remember that? Do you remember that movie that you did with Cedric the Entertainer, the one
girl, she just keep.
Remember that? Do you remember that I lost my virginity to you? Do you remember that? So your memory is interesting. So I think we should, let's figure out, let's sit down, let's have a sit down and let's think about, this memory. I have a few items that might, jog your mind to help you with some of that memory. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out why everyone is really truly believes this man's ridiculous lies. Pregnant by 3 different men. Come on, Kel, are you okay? I'm trying to figure out what's going on, because there's nothing wrong with this man just being accountable, but of course he cannot be accountable. He can't be accountable, right? So you want to go and tell some story? I'm pregnant by 3 different men while I'm married to you, dude. Are you okay? This is the story that I guess he's been telling people. He's been telling it this story.
So is it all his kids or what? Because she said she haven't been sleeping around.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Especially when you're getting ready to go through a divorce situation, you don't want to fumble that child support bag. But that's an easy fix on Kel end if Kel is being truthful. Dana.
Doing horrible things is that he's doing it for a reason. And so Kel wants to give himself a reason, and his reasoning behind why he was abusive, why he tried to kill me, is because I was pregnant.
He tried to take her out of here.
I can see him being crazy. He did follow her to the hotel.
She said that he was trying to. Why I guess she don't want to do a civil suit. Guess not. All right. So over here, this is what the daughter said. She says, Dad, I honestly don't understand why you keep putting this out here when I told you how men I have been contacting me, calling me a slut because of my mother. I am your daughter as a woman. I'm so disappointed in you. I'd rather choose a bear over a man. So with that statement on TikTok, they were saying that women were deciding to spend. They said, if you're a woman and you out here and you have to camp by yourself, would you rather be with a man or a bear? And they said majority women said they'd rather be a bear than with a male. So women out here, they are choosing to be with an animal than a man. They don't want men. They seem like they anti-male. What's your thoughts, C. Allen?
Once again, that just goes back to me talking about the feminism again and how they don't need the man, this, that, and the third. But the fact that she's portraying 2 different. This is what I mean with the kids too. Because I have a lot on this and I don't even know what to start. With the little girl, like I said, you're saying all these things and your children, they are watching this. This is now a day and age where the children probably see it quicker than your own family member because they keep their phones in their hand. And when you have a father figure like that, find celebrity status, people know. Like their parents will talk amongst their kids, and kids are cruel nowadays, especially when they're jealous of what you come from. So I can believe that people are attacking this little girl based off of what he said about that little girl's mother, aka his wife. And that's why I said, what did he want to come from this interview? I wasn't trying to dismiss the fact that we're talking about relationships, but even with relationship, what relationships are you making stronger from this interview? Because you're ruining relationships with your children. Forget your wife at this point. But these are young adults who are not fully developed, who brain, they already have a lot on their plate. Like they cannot handle stuff like we did. These kids are more sensitive and more in tune with their feelings and more vocal, but they still carry a lot. They can't handle stuff like this. Social media makes stuff even harder because it's not just, oh, I'm being bullied at school. You're being bullied on a big old platform with people across the world. These kids can't be kids. So that's why I say, what did he get from all of this with exploiting just your wife? So you thought you exploited your wife, yourself, and your kids to turmoil. For what?
I guess because she started it. He says she started when she went on Tasha K. But she says this, the daughter says, and my stepdad didn't change our names to hide us away from you. We talked about this, and you know why it was, because my mom never wanted my little siblings to feel different than us. I begged to take over my stepdad's last name. He made it a cute thing because it was him accepting me as his daughter. You got my brother, and I tested to see if we were yours while the dad whose step took over the role you let go. Please speak the truth. She also states, and when people could Google us and see that our last name is Mitchell, and it was embarrassing to say my dad wasn't there. So by me taking my stepdad's name, I felt like every other kid in the classroom from a 2-parent household.
Mm-hmm. Oh, baby girl.
What's your thoughts on that?
I can kind of relate to that situation because that's kind of how my son felt, and his dad refused to go through the process of changing his name when he was 5 because he felt out of place with everybody else in the house, and I felt like I was to blame because I gave him that last name thinking his father was going to be there and be mature versus acting like a Kel, simple. So I feel like what he's doing right now, he needs to be more of a father than a celebrity, and he needs to focus on the children. Because it sounds like, is her mom not the wife? No, it gotta be, because she said they were calling her a little fast thing because of her mom, but she's saying she got a stepdad. So if everything has been finalized, what is he speaking on? He sound hurt. Even if she went on Tasha K, you didn't clear your name up. You just threw dirt on hers, and y'all not together. You just sound hurt. You didn't sit right here and say, "No, I don't know what she talking about me being in a dress." This you didn't take up for yourself. And this lady done moved on, married, and your kids are with this man. And this is what you do?
Mm. All right. Well, moving on a little bit. This rapper, Finesse2Tyme, he's under fire. He's having these conversations in front of his child. Is it gonna play?
If you spit my mouth right now,
Oh, I gotta play it.
you don't have to leave this home and fuck me right though.
If I spit in your mouth, can I get some cash?
Is you gonna give me some cash? Hell nah, baby. I'm a certified hoe, baby. I get paid for my transactions. I don't pay.
What make you think I'm gonna spit in your mouth for free? in the mouth. I'm doing all this shit.
Okay, you my type. You my type.
All right, so that's just a little clip, and it was some more clips out
Especially
here.
when you hitting the right spot.
Where they were just talking real reckless and sexual in front of the kids. Your thoughts, C. Allen?
This is nasty. I have no thoughts other than nasty. My voice, just disgusting. Just disgusting. I have nothing for this whole situation right now and him.
Well, I think a lot of these parents and a lot of these older people have these type of nasty conversations in front of these kids. I think it's normal. You see the girl, she was comfortable. She didn't feel uncomfortable. The people all around the Femme crew, they didn't feel uncomfortable that little boy was there. And I think back in our day, boys were more groomed to be sexually towards women at a younger age.
Yep.
And sexualize them. So I think, and nobody really said nothing about it. Nobody frowned about it because it was a male, a boy. So that's what it reminds me of. We do have people in the comments section, but they ain't gonna do shit about it. And he's not gonna get canceled. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing, and everybody gonna move on.
And that's the reality of it. Because it would have been done already.
All right. So when he get touched, then what?
It shouldn't be surprised. Or if he touched somebody, then what?
He might be another R. Kelly. Who knows? Well, society saw it. They watched him as a child, and they stood back and did nothing.
The same people who put him out there.
When he grew up and he started talking to little kids and having little kids in a room, he gonna say, well, I was done like that, and ain't nobody say nothing about me.
Yep. And I'm fine. I grew up fine. They don't see nothing wrong with themselves. Similar to R. Kelly. He saw nothing wrong with his behavior.
Well, that was his society. That's what society at that time accepted.
Correct.
So, I mean, nobody told him that was wrong. The times when he did do it in front of everybody, he still didn't get any accountability or punishment for it. And he was doing it for all that long. So shit, I see why he feels the way he does. But times
he's not the only one.
Yeah.
This stuff is still being passed down mentally to a lot of young men that has come from a situation where their adult figure has a mentality as someone, and I'm just using Robert as an example, but this is something that has been going on for a while. When you look at just the R&B industry, and I'm just gonna switch this really quick and jump back onto Kel. Aaliyah wasn't the only one, that was messing with somebody older. It's just Robert didn't care because he's like, that's normal. You had Escape that was out. And Candy admitted messing with Jermaine Dupri at the time. Monica, she had her songs coming out when she was 13, 14. And you can't tell me she didn't know what she was talking about. Because she break it down now. So the mentality is there. And it's been there for a long time. Even back in the day when when your child hit 13 or 14 and she's able to reproduce, that's when she go off and she ain't had no say. The family just like, oh, okay, go ahead. Didn't care what happened to their child. So this is something that's been going on for generations. And now it's just now being kind of like, okay, this gotta stop. This gotta stop. This gotta stop.
Yeah, we'll see.
Would you let him?
So Meek Mills, he comes out. He says a Black community needs therapy over social media. Point blank. The points we be trying to make don't be leading to anything, just a bunch of people fingers all day. I talk because I see a generation run by computers. Computers don't suffer, but people do. Your thoughts?
I agree. Just like I said about baby girl, she has the whole world looking at her and judging her based off of the alleged actions of her mom. And like I said, these kids nowadays, I don't want to say they're weak, but they're not as mentally tough because of social media. They're more worried about image and the perception of not just their classmates or their peers, but anybody who has access to their Instagram or their Snapchat, stuff like that. They're more worried about the perception that thousands of people see because they want their views and followings to go up. It is messed up.
Mm. Mm.
Look at the people they look up to. They look up to Ari and what's the other baby girl like Jada Wade, or like you looking up to people who are filled with artificial substances to make them look a certain way because they feel empty inside without it. They don't feel valued. That is their value, their body. That's what our girls are following and liking and influenced by. That's why they're called influencers.
Yeah, but it's a lot of influence out here. You can look at the Animal Planet like I do, but they choose they want that. So that's
I'm
on them.
talking about the kid. The kids ain't looking at no Animal Planet, Gigi.
Well, when I was a kid, I'd be looking at the Animal Planet. Shit, they can look at science. They can look like anything they want to.
Half
They
these people
they
don't have even cable no more. You know everything is streaming.
concerned about a boy or a boy liking them. Everything is based on relationships, and that's what's wrong. These damn relationships. Everything is
Yep.
so. I want to get a man. I want people to love me this way. It's all these relationships, all that crap.
Yeah.
So Cardi B, she comes out and she says she's not voting for neither one. Now, yesterday she was online crying, talking about she's not coming out with an album because of her fans, so she stays in news. And people are saying if you don't vote for Trump, if you don't vote for anybody, that is a vote for Trump.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny because I actually can I don't know why my TV just came on. I actually can relate to how she's feeling because I even talked to my husband about it and I'm like, am I supposed to pick the lesser of the two evils? And it's one of those things, even when they tried to make it so that this independent person that was running, for that person to pull the Biden votes, it still was just dividing his votes, but the Trump people are going to vote Trump. It wasn't pulling Trump votes. So it's one of those things where it's like, do I vote? Am I voting the right way? Because Trump will say stuff, but you got to look at it. A lot of Republicans don't care for Trump either because of his mentality and the things that he believes aren't necessarily considered conservative. So it does put us as citizens, they got to vote for this alleged democracy that we live in. But at the same time, it feel like, okay, is this stuff staged?
Well, how I feel about it. If you my enemy, if you don't like black people, you don't like people because of gender or sexuality, whatever, whoever you vote for, I'm gonna vote for the opposite. So that's how I do. Where my enemy at? Show me who y'all voting for, and I'm gonna vote the opposite. And that's how we gonna do that. Okay. Cause that's just what it is.
Yeah, and I just feel like, honestly, and somebody just put exactly how I feel. Trump wants to become a dictator. When Trump lost that last election, the biggest reason why Trump was upset is because of, look what happened right after that when they went to war. I feel like Trump was supposed to be a part of whatever agenda they had when they went into Gaza. And when he didn't get elected, it threw everything off. But they still proceeded on the other side of the world to go to war. But Trump did not benefit from it from whatever he had private communications with this guy about in Russia.
But you think Trump and Putin was working together?
Yes, I truly believe that. I truly believe that.
They was
And
gonna
that's
do a takeover. Trump, Putin, and that China.
correct. I really
Well,
believe
good
that.
thing they didn't shit. I don't care for
But
that
he
China man,
still
that Putin
has
dude.
a higher chance of going in because the satisfaction rate with Biden is so low from these 4 years. And on top of that, the man, how old will he be? Won't he be like 106 when we gotta vote again? So that means if he do last a whole 4 term, he'll be like 110. Like the man mentally is not capable of running a country. And I'm not saying that to be funny when I joked about his age, but when you get to that age, it's certain things that your body is no longer as sharp as. And he's showing that he's not at that point. Everybody ages differently, but you can really tell, even in the way that he talk, that he is not sharp at all. Almost as he's a muppet and he's been trying to say this and try to remember this. He cannot go through another 4 years of this. So we're at a very tight crossroad.
Well, it's very clear to me. And whatever happens, then God's will or whatever. I can't do nothing about it. All
Right.
right. So moving on. This is Faith Evans, and people are saying she sound horrible. Can't play too much of it. But there it is. So she was doing some runs, and I guess she didn't make it. So people are saying she sounds sick and still showed up to work. Shit, like I'm sounding now. Okay. No, she was in Houston this weekend and killed it. Faith still sound good. That's what Keisha Cole said.
So two people that can't sing. Keisha would say that. I never thought Faith Evans was very a vocal person. I didn't think she really could sing even back in the 90s. That was my personal opinion. I mean, the studio can do some nice things, but live and all of that, Faith couldn't sing and try to do some runs. She can't do no runs with her voice. She can't even walk with her voice. And for Keisha Cole to say that, another person who cannot really sing, I mean, can hold a note, but to sing, neither one of them can, in my opinion. And she did sound a little rough, but she sounded better than what I thought.
All right. Well, thank you so much, C. Allen, for rapping it with me. That's
Always.
the end of this segment. Shit, I need to rest. I'm about to take a nap. Oh, Rashida, I didn't even see you. Hey, Rashida.
Hey, Gigi.
How you doing, girl?
Good. I
Girl,
was just looking at all this stuff going on.
I'm struggling. Talk to me. What's your thoughts about it?
It's a lot of it is sickening. It's crazy. Like I was looking at that Finesse2Tyme, and I'm gonna tell you now, if that boy ever make it in the industry, they're gonna be trying to cancel him because they're gonna say he's weird to kids. But nobody's fighting for him right now for them being weird to him.
Yeah.
This is how it starts.
Yeah, but why is it so many people just sitting there allowing it? Why were those girls so comfortable with saying so many inappropriate things in front of that boy? They were talking about a lot of intimate stuff in a bedroom, and a lot of stuff we can't even play because, it was just so explicit.
Yeah, exactly. So why is I'm trying to figure out the same way they doing Drake right now, and the same way they doing Diddy right now. You see it in the making before it even get any further. Why are we not holding the people that run the show accountable? This what should be blasted. You literally see a child standing there and you hear what they talking about. But you think they're gonna go and they're gonna boycott it and they're gonna stop the show? No.
And the kids love it. It went viral.
But I can guarantee if it was a little girl standing up there, this show would be canceled already.
Yeah.
I
So that
think
goes to show that they see different, little boys are not protected.
They not, because you know how it is. They feel like it's cute for these grown women to be doing and saying things. We already heard what Bootsy said. We don't look, let me tell you, I done heard Whack 100, all of them say that when they was 13, one of their parents or somebody got them somebody older at that age. You get what I'm saying? But if it was a female, it would be different. Shelly Boo.
Hey, Shelly.
What's up? What's up? I'm getting ready to run for office. Y'all gonna vote for me?
Yup.
I'm getting ready to straighten this land out because they don't went too far. If you ask me, the kids don't stand a chance. They ain't got a childhood no more. I'm sick of all these so-called adults acting like children and sex maniacs. I'm getting ready to fix it. I'm
Yeah,
getting ready to go
somebody
on the
needs to.
ballot. I'm getting ready to give it some new blood because I'm sick of all this crazy stuff. So y'all gonna vote for me?
Yup.
Yes. You got
You
to.
got my vote.
Yeah, they kept asking me did I want to run in our city, and I looked over the candidates. I can get it. Ain't there one I'm talking about nothing. So I think that's what I'm about to do.
What's your
you
thoughts?
you ain't got long though. November be here for you know it, Charlotte.
Yeah, but the people that putting the money behind me, you know how they throw people in there, and they just push you right on in.
Well, you gotta go ahead and get to the next debate, Charlotte. Cause you a little behind to
These
get
folks
enough
that
people.
asked me to come in, all it take is money. Don't y'all know how it's ran?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how Trump got in there. But that's what we saying though. Your money
Yeah, they
back
pushed him.
get the people attention. We going into June, November be here before you
Shelly,
know it.
real quick, Shelly, before I end it, because I'm about to get
Yeah.
knocked out. I'm so sleepy.
Yeah, I got to get you some of that echinacea. You got to take what we telling you and you'll be healed. You won't take the stuff we telling you to take.
I'm going to do it.
Do
Now,
a dose of echinacea.
okay, if I can.
She ain't going to do it. All right,
What's
what you
your
need?
what's your thoughts about all this we talking about? From the kale to the two tests to find.
Well, from the kale, you know what needs to happen here? You know how you have to pass a test to get your driver license? What they need to start doing now, one of the new laws, nobody could get married until they pass the marriage test questions, the maturity level. That's what needs to happen here. Because these are not marriages anymore. These are just wrecks. They getting married for the wrong reasons, and they just covering up stuff. You got to be yourself, and you got to stop getting married just because of having children or money. You need to get married and be mature enough to handle the marriage. So for Kels and anybody, all these twisted marriages that's going on, we need a law where you cannot get married until you pass a marriage test, just like a road test, to get your driver license. What y'all think?
I
That won't
agree.
do nothing.
Good.
You know how many people got their license can't drive?
Yeah,
They
but
know just enough, and they know how
Well,
to answer it.
I tell you what, you're gonna always have the double advocate, but at least you'll have the majority of the people that get it right. How about that?
right.
Because everybody ain't gonna never survive it. But I'm saying you'll have the majority of people that know what marriage is about, what it's for, and then they'll have a better understanding because the majority of the people that get married don't even understand what that means.
They
And
just know the
I
word.
know you do. I know you do, Rashida, because you got 16 years in it. So you know what it's about. But so that's what I think about Kels and this young lady. I think that nobody should ever be able to get married anymore from this day forward unless they take a marriage exam. That way it's going to know what's expected of them. And that way they could tell if they really want to do this thing, because if they can't pass that test, that means they ain't ready. They ain't mature enough for the marriage.
I
Now,
think that I wasn't being double advocate. I don't think they should take a test, but they should have counseling where that person who is certified in marriage counseling, and have a counseling session with each party separately and have a session with them together, and that person can dictate, like, okay, are they ready for this now? Are they going to ever be ready? And let that person sign off. Make it mandatory for these sessions with somebody who is in this professionally to
But see,
be
But they
able to do
TL,
that.
they can't be linked to them though, because I
that's
know
right.
somebody who did marriage counseling, and by the end of that year they was divorced.
Yeah, it don't work. Counseling don't work. But if you put a law down and they look at the requirements, they even going to be for it. And I'm going to tell you something else. And that's just going to end there. Just like you got to update your license every 4 and 5 years, they got to update that marriage.
Thank
They got to
you.
You
go
mean
through
like
those rules. I think
Thank
like
that'll
you.
work.
but like a
I think
mental,
that'll
like
work.
almost like a mental health test, but for marriage.
There
Because
you
you
go.
gotta test the person's mental. That's
Yeah.
the whole point of it.
Because
Well,
they'll have
y'all,
their representative until you say I do.
see how
Hmm.
Now,
see
Why
how
is marriage the only license that you can't renew?
see
now,
how
oh,
uh
go ahead.
Shelly, I love y'all so much. And
Gigi sleepy.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you get ready. Oh, hey, G, I was getting ready to go in on the other topic, but I tell you what, get you some medicine, sweetheart. I want you to feel better and stop all
thank
this because you
you.
won't listen to us. Drink that tea, talking about you don't like hot water. What's wrong with you?
I like cold water.
Well,
Okay.
you need to get some hot
And
water.
that's gonna keep that cold right in your chest.
You need that hot water, darling. You got to just hold your nose and drink it. Now,
Boil
if
you
you don't
some
like it, hold your nose and drink it.
boil you some hot water and put some licks in the water and breathe it in.
We trying to tell her how to get well, but she won't listen to us.
Love
Yeah,
you,
This,
Gigi.
I'm
Feel
going.
better, baby.
I gotta get better. All right. I love
all
y'all.
right, love
Love
y'all.
you too. Love y'all.
Love y'all. Bye bye.
Bye bye.